It's been just over a week since Senator John Fetterman returned to Capitol Hill after being on leave to receive treatment for depression. The senator arrived in his signature hoodie, and he waved at a crowd of reporters and tourists. He put his hand over his heart at one point, thanking everyone for welcoming him back. News Nation's Kelly Meyer joining us now from D.C. And Kelly, you followed him on that campaign trail. What stands out to you about the senator today?
Hey, Natasha. Well, he is back here for a second week after spending 44 days in the hospital getting treated for clinical depression. And you know what's interesting that stands out about this is, covering him on Capitol Hill to covering him on the campaign trail. There's someone very important that isn't by his side here in Washington, and that's his wife, Giselle. She was by his side throughout the campaign. She's back in Braddock with the kids, but she was a major part of his campaign. She was there with him in the hospital when he suffered his stroke nearly a year ago. She actually gave the speech that night, election night for the primary, because he was still in the hospital. She was with him at events on the trail, sometimes speaking for him as he was continuing to recover from those lingering auditory processing issues. She was with him at election night in Pittsburgh. I remember seeing her in the crowd talking with supporters just before the announcement, and she was at his swearing in, right by his side, just as he was getting sworn in to the U.S. Senate. She also says that she was with him as he went into the hospital again for his treatment for depression. She pushed him to get that care, she says, but as she was criticized for being power hungry and, quote, secretly plotting to fill his seat, she calls that wildly preposterous. And as far as her husband, he was seen chairing his first committee hearing last week. An iPad, you can see there, he has that with him. It has AI technology so that he can see the conversations in real time. There was also a stenographer inside that hearing that was writing the words that the witnesses were saying, and then that was shown on a screen in front of the senator so he could see what was happening and be a part of that hearing as he's continuing to recover from that stroke he had. We're told that the senator has a few more hearings this week, none that he is chairing, but he will be meeting with his constituents as well. His team, I talked with them this morning, they say he's doing well. They say that he wasn't really himself in January and February, but now he's back and really excited to be here, they say.
Okay, Natasha. Kelly Meyer live for us in D.C. Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Go to NewsNationNow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.